20th Millionaires Club of Rancho International. And I have been doing network marketing for 10 years now. So I'm here and I'll grab the opportunity. And it is a great privilege to share to you some tips and advice on doing our profession, which is network marketing. But before that, before I go to giving my tips, I want to share a little story about myself. So I'm a graduate from University of the Philippines in Diliman, Quezon City. And it took me 7 years to go through college because I had a struggle or a challenge on an early stage of my life. I got pregnant at a very young age, at around 17, and I became a single mother. During those times, those were the most crucial times of my life wherein I was able to understand the value of not just money, but the value of time, the value of how hard my parents were working and providing for myself. And during these times, I saw how we lost all of our finances, and it was really a struggle for me. But in any struggle, in any challenge, in any trial, all you have to do is move forward. Go on, move forward, and find the solutions in all our problems. So what I did was, rather than being a victim of my problems, being a worrier, being sad about what happened to me, I took everything as a blessing. All challenges are blessings. So what I did was I worked hard. I worked in different fast food chains, in restaurants, in bars. I took up I became a choreographer, dance choreographer. I took up the assignments of my classmates, anything and everything that would give me enough money to provide for me, my parents, and my son. So this is my son when he was young, and this is him now. So I'm very proud of him, and as any mother would be, I'm very proud of my son because he's been a good son to me, even if I'm a single mother. He grew up very nicely. And I thank network marketing, I thank our industry because this industry helped me to be a good mother to my son, not just for the financial aspect, not just for the material things that I was able to buy for my son, but not just for the education, but because this industry took me in, this industry helped me to becoming a better person, not just a mother, but a person per se. My attitude, my character, my way of thinking, the way I live my life was truly changed by this industry. And I hope this industry changes you too. Now, when I started network marketing 10 years ago, I really did not know what would happen to me. All I knew was network marketing promised me a better life. Network marketing promised me that I would be able to help myself and help others as well, which for me is the purpose of living, is truly the purpose of what we are. We as human beings are supposed to help each other, not just help ourselves or help our families, but help each other. And that was what happened to me, and that was what I learned during my 10 years. And I praise God, I thank God that I was put in this type of industry and nowhere else. So after 10 years, I became one of the millionaires club of the company, and I was able to have like 100,000 members and hopefully more in the coming upcoming years. And I'm truly happy that all those things changed. Like 10 years is very fast. Like a lot of people live their lives, wasted their lives 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, and not even really changed a lot. We all know that, right? But just so you know, it wasn't that easy. Even if I had some struggles before I became part of network marketing, there are also some challenges and struggles during network marketing, during doing our career, our profession. I will give you this tip as early as now. Hard work. You have to do all the dirty work. You really have to work hard. You really have to learn this business. You really have to give commitment in this business. You have to give your time. You have to give your effort. You have to be willing to change your habits. You have to be willing to be corrected. You have to be willing for you to be receiving. All right. So I have been able to go everywhere in all offices of our company, from Luzon to Visayas, even to Mindanao. No one told me to do that, but I wanted to do that. Because again, I was told that in this business, for you to be able to help yourself, you will have to be able to help others. And I was to do all that. Let's not talk about hard work. I was already working hard since I was 17. So doing the hard work in network marketing was easy for me. All right. So I even went abroad. I've been to a lot of countries where I had my distributors and I visited them. And honestly, if you have the heart of service, if you have the heart where you treat your business not just as business, not just as money making uh, habit, if you treat your business as something that you would have 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years from now, and if you treat your distributors as part of your family, I wouldn't treat them as my children. Some of them are older than me. But as a family, then you would be understanding the true concept of network marketing. Because network marketing really is changing people's lives, building not just a network, building not just a business, but building strong connections of people, building a family. And if you do that, if you remain in that mindset, if you remain in that vision, then you wouldn't go wrong in this business. Most probably, you would do what you have to do if you love what you're doing and you love the people with you. And just a fast run. These are the things that I was able to achieve. I've been to 21 countries, free incentives from the company, and I was able to treat my family as well. Because what I'm receiving right now, what I'm achieving right now is not for myself, but for my family. And not just for my family, but for the people under me. With regards to the material things, those are normal. You will be getting all the things that you want to achieve if you do what is right in your business. So I have cars, I have a condo, I have a house, and hopefully an additional house after this pandemic. And these are the people under me who are I call them my next generation. Like if I have been doing this for quite some time, these are the people that would do the same thing, that who knows the same thing and who has is passionate with the same thing as me. So these are my car club members, and these are the millionaires under me, and hopefully more the few years to come. Now, after how I start, after uh, the results that I have, let us focus now on the middle. What is the middle? I call this you can't go further if you don't understand what you have to do. So in network marketing, maybe in all the other careers, we experience challenges. We experience hardships. We experience trials. And I tell you, my dear, don't avoid those stuff, those hardships, those trials, even this pandemic. Absorb everything that you would be learning from this pandemic. Absorb everything that goes wrong in your life, because those things that goes wrong with your life would make you who you are, would make you a stronger person, would make your success story. So these are a few of mine. I will share them with you, and these are very personal to me. One of my strongest trials that I had experienced during my network marketing story is during a few years ago. Uh, if we all knew, I think this has gone international. There was an ISIS attack in Mindanao, specifically in the Marawi province, and this is actually where I had like 30% of my distributor. And fortunately, out of all the places that I could be in during those times, I was there. I was there during the attacks. I was there during the bombings. I saw my team uh, almost losing the battle, but we did not. Why? I told them that whatever happens to you has a purpose. And as long as you are alive, you can rise up again. I saw these wonderful people, and I'm truly humbled because I saw them losing their homes, losing their jobs, losing their school, but they did not lose hope. Why? Because they have network marketing, because they have this industry. Other people may bomb, may ruin your material things, but they must not ruin your dream. And because you are part of this industry, you still have the chance to go get back up again. I was not able to tell you this a while ago, but during the times that I had my son, my family also lost our home. And I keep on telling the people, whatever you lose, as long as it's material, you can gain that back. But once you lose life, you cannot gain that back. Happily, all my members had their families. Everybody was alive. We were all safe in Iligan City. And as of the moment, I'm happy to inform everybody that most of my leaders now, most of my distributors now over there are slowly but surely regaining back their lives, regaining back their city, their home. And then another one recently, a few months ago, another thing happened to our country, which was the Taal volcano eruption. This one for me is very personal because I live 45 minutes away from the volcano. I was 45 minutes away from the volcano when this happened. And automatically, what you would think as a network marketer, what you would think as a person living with purpose is to help. Specifically, if you have been blessed with this kind of career, if you have been blessed and you have been fortunate enough to have a good living, a good business, you would also have the heart to help other people. And that's automatic. I'm very happy that we have been taught in our company that that is the true purpose of life. The purpose is to help other people. That is network marketing. And automatically, what we did was we prepared the front row cares, that's the charity of our company. And I personally volunteered to become the head of this relief operation. And not just that, up to now, we have been experiencing the COVID-19 pandemic. And again, if you have the heart of helping people, that's automatic. So you, whatever we have, that are material stuff. That's one thing that I've learned during the pandemic. All of this are not really that valuable, especially if you know that there's someone else who needs your help, who needs something from you. Now, more than that, because the COVID-19 pandemic is something that we experience, all of us. There's something that I think is very personal that happened to me. I was very positive during everything, all the trials, all the challenges. I thought to myself, everything happens for a reason. All the bad things have good results. Always see the good in in everything. But you know what happened to me? I got positive. I got positive first and foremost. But last July 15, I got the results that I was positive with my pregnancy, which is really positive. But also at the same time, I got the results that I was also a COVID-19 positive, which was hard. Science says that giving birth is the most painful thing that a woman can ever experience. But I think that there's something much more painful, which is knowing that you have a live person inside of you, and at the same time, knowing that you are fighting for your life. Now, if you want to tell me that being whatever you're experiencing right now is hard, you tell me right now, personally, which is harder? See? Now, rather than becoming a victim to your problems, I highly suggest that you see that it's just part of you. That's just part of your story. And all you have to do is accept it and find the solutions to whatever you're experiencing right now and move on. As long as you're alive, you are alive, you can move on. And I'm happy to say that my the baby inside of me is really healthy and alive. And as you can see, I'm already a COVID-19 survivor, which we truly are. We are all survivors in our own ways, right? So now, my tips for everybody who's watching me right now. First and foremost, beyond 2020, I hope you visualize this. First and foremost, we will definitely have a bigger network. Every one of us that overcame this pandemic, that overcame this crisis, we will all have bigger network because we have been able to overcome something that the previous networkers did not. And the future networkers will never understand. This pandemic, this crisis made us actually one. And I'm very happy with this Asian Networkers Convention Expo because these are one of the areas wherein we can really feel that we may be from different companies, but we have the same values, we have the same vision, is to help everybody. Next, we will be able to create stronger leaders. Why? Just like what I said a while ago, people become stronger due to trials and challenges. People become stronger due to the things that they experience. And this is one thing that we experience all together. And I'm sure that if you are fighting for your business, you're fighting for your team, you're fighting for your dreams right now, and you would be able to overcome this crisis, I'm sure you would become a stronger leader. You would become a stronger motivator. You will become a stronger inspiration to everybody that would be joining your team and your family after everything. And at the same time, I believe that beyond 2020, we will become the most trusted system in the world. We will become the most trusted networking, most trusted career in the world. Why? Because even if we are in this crisis, we are one of the only few careers wherein we were able to adapt to the needs of the people. We were able to adjust our business adjusted to the online marketing, to e-commerce, and we are the one of the careers who evolved, who really evolved fast, and who really matured fast during this pandemic. Now, my key takeaway would be, uh, I hope we all prepare. We all prepare. We must make sure that you are part of the system of your company. Please make sure that we must make sure that we communicate with our mentors, we communicate with our leaders. This what you're doing right now is very right, that you're learning, you're preparing. Get ready for the battle because we will work harder than anyone else. We will do more than anyone else. But if we are ready for the battle, fortunately, we will win. And I'm Karen. I hope I was able to give you some advice for tonight, and I give it back to the moderator.
All right. Thank you, Miss Karen. That was really, really inspiring. And we are so happy that you were able to overcome this pandemic in your own way. And it really affected everyone. So now let's try and see questions from some of your listeners, okay? So we have one here from one of your listeners. The question is, this is into network marketing. Okay, so what was the most difficult process for you when it comes to network marketing, like getting people or anything else that you would like to share?
The hardest thing, the
Yes,
hardest
the most difficult process when it comes to network
difficult
marketing.
process, the most difficult process would be because I wasn't shy. I didn't had that like, how can I talk to people? How can I sell the products? How can I motivate? I didn't have that when I was starting because let's just say I was really vocal with what I want to do, what I want to say, what I want to become. But maybe the difficult part of the network process that I was able to experience would be the hard work. Because I
Hard
had to
work, yes.
travel from the hard work. I had to travel from one place to another. That's the reason why I don't believe that this pandemic is really harder than what we were doing before. Because during this time, all we need to do is have a stable connection, have a good gadget, have the tools, have the applications, open our gadget, and we can talk to anyone and everybody all over the world. But when before the pandemic, I had to travel from one place to another. I drive my own car. I don't sleep. Really, sleeping is not like part of my daily routine. Sometimes I forget to eat. Sometimes I even forget to go home. Like
Oh,
I
okay.
stayed, this is the longest stay that I have done for how many years? I don't stay like for more than 5 days. And maybe maybe I think would the other one would be the relationships with people. Because that's something that you would evolve to, that you would have to learn. Like we handle a lot of people. We are into network marketing. We are in the business of people. So the learning or the process wherein you have to cater to different sets of people. You have to understand their needs. You have to understand their character, their attitudes, and to be able to handle them all quite differently. Like if you're a leader, you would be the one to adjust with the needs of your people, not the people adjusting to you. Maybe that's one thing that I had a difficult time or a longer time in adjusting.
Okay, that's great. And now another question. What is the most painful situation you had in networking? Because I think every networker will have this kind of experience.
Some people might answer that with their failures, but
Mhm.
I don't see my failures as the most painful things in my life because as what I've said a while ago, those painful things or those failures actually help us become who we are today. So if you would be asking me what's the most seeing my people or seeing my distributors quit.
Oh,
That
okay.
would be the
Quitting.
most painful thing for me. Yeah. Having seeing them you actually give a vision for every person, like seeing them 5 years from now, 10 years from now becoming successful, doing great things in life, and then eventually you'll see them quit or stop their passion, stop their career. Maybe that's one of the things that hurt me the most.
I see, I see. And it's really not, it's not inspiring if people will just see you quit. And as a leader, I think we've seen you um, do hard work, you expanded your network, and people are always following you and wanted to be like you. Okay, and then another question here. He says, "Hello, Miss Karen. What can you advise to us young, aspiring entrepreneurs about the success in network marketing?"
My advice for you, number one, would be make sure that you understand what you've entered. So you don't exit. Make sure that you understand the network marketing per se. You know the ins and outs of becoming a full-blooded network marketer. Number two would be if you understand. Number two would be you must love what you're doing. You must be proud of what you're doing. If you know. Now, number two, that would be that. Number three, make sure you are connected with the right people. That you connected with your mentors or trainers, that you make friends with them, not just as business partners. Better to be really like friends or brothers and sisters with a common goal, which is to become successful. Number four would be actually this would have to be number one. Number four would be you have to know why. You have to understand why you're doing this. Why are you willing to work hard? Why are you willing to suffer? Why are you willing uh to do the things that other people are not willing to do? Why are you willing to be different? Why are you willing to succeed? If you know the answer to all of those things, you would do well in this business. And number five, uh, have a heart of service. If you think this not just as a business, but as a really beloved career, if you think of this as something that you would be carrying for the rest of your life, you will not go wrong.
Wow, those are really great words. And now for a last question from one of your listeners. Okay, um, Miss Karen, how do you deal with negative people?
How do I deal with negative people? Oh my gosh, I laugh at them. No, I make them
Okay.
smile. No, I make them smile. But then the thoughts on my head are different. No, when I handle negative people, like people who don't believe that I'll become successful, I had a lot of friends like they're not my friends anymore because that's okay. If you lose friends, you gain a lot more friends because you'll gain a lot of friends in network marketing. I had like my parents who are hi mama. She was negative before, but it's okay. We're still modern daughter. No, I don't get affected that much because people who say too much don't know much. People who
Hmm.
say bad things don't know anything actually. So rather than thinking about what they say, I just say, "Oh, this I know more than you, so
Oh
shoot,
yes,
shoot."
I think that is a very good advice because you know yourself better than other people.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a very inspiring and informative talk, Miss Karen. And we do hope we can see you more on the Asian Networkers Convention and Expo in the coming years. And
I
we
hope so
also hope that you
too.
can expand your network even globally to millions and millions of people.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you and goodbye.
Bye. Have a nice day.